Yeah, would have been a while.
Brad, since that's been sitting up there in the Queensland Hens.
To have it back, and it went sort of down to the wire there, and James stepped up there a couple of times. And nice call and kicked it. Yeah, just to get that win over New South Wales. I think 7 long years to get this cup back. Very happy.
Brad, did James just say to Bryce, I'm going to take it, or did Bryce say, can you take it for me?
I think James stepped up from what I heard, said, I want to take it. So being a guy that was standing there in Hong Kong and a young kid stepped up, I think it was a draw. It's for the win. I remember standing there. I told him tonight. I remember. And he did. And I remember that. No question. No question. I'm feeling whole. I just have to look in the mirror. But he still looks like a young fella, actually, James. But I think if you spoke to, I think James spoke after the game, but he's probably had some it was a bit of a frustrating game at times, and for him, he's trying to get the flow of attack. But I think he just said enough's enough, and he stepped up, and it was good stuff.
Was he a little bit injured not to kick before at the start of the season? Was that why he wasn't kicking?
He had groin that he was just looking after. He's a guy who played a lot of footy from a young age. I think I first played when he was 17 at the Force or something, 18. He's played a lot of footy and been over in England for a couple of seasons. And I think this break's been good for him, just for his body and, just in his condition. I think for a lot of the lads, I think a lot of them are. Tonight was, the first, there was no trial games. You got to understand that. The guys from both sides, it's the first sort of hit out, really. And but I think, you'll see better, the games will improve going forward.
What do you make of the interpretation of the new rules, or just the flow?
I was enjoying the 50-20s, the 20-50s. Yeah, it's like a little bonus there. Gee, it's our ball. And the breakdown, you've got to be really clean there. They're quite touchy. Around the scrum, they're not really wanting many resets or any mucking around there. So that sort of suited us because we've probably pride ourselves on being really stable, and so that was a strength for us. But I don't know other ones that came to play, but it was just your normal rugby.
And how did Angus play?
Yeah, he's he obviously, as you saw, couldn't come back on, and I'm sure the protocol for all that will be followed through. So he just I think he got his head in the wrong place in a tackle, which, as you know, happens. And he was playing well, and it was Twainer Tuilima. Congratulations to him. And we backed him. We could have put Angus Scott Young on because he can, if he has to, he can at a pinch fill that role. But we backed him to do that role, and he went on. And I know the line out, there was some frustration there, whatnot. But he well done to Twainer, and he got around the park and did a good job.
Brad, what were you thinking when at that sort of crucial point in the game when Tupou went in the bid for the second late sort of tackle?
Yeah, I just think with both of those, touching with his arms, and I just think if players go down for that, then I think if they're seriously injured, and they go down, then the HIA, that's my opinion, because clearly they were fine. So, my only thing, I don't want to make a big deal about that, but do we want that to be? Rugby's a tough game, and I'm not a huge fan of that sort of stuff. But for Taniela, if that's the way it was going, the second one, then obviously just don't touch anyone, But you should be able to put pressure on a kicker, and if you're arriving there around, just after the kick or some contact sometimes, to have full on, 50 metres up the field and yellow cards for that, I think I'm not a big fan of that, I guess. On my side as well, I don't want my players going down with a dramatic fall. Take what's there, get up, get on with the game. Rugby's a tough game.
Liam, I heard you say on the Fox broadcast there you haven't mentioned that rivalry and I guess there's a fair bit between the two sides, like you obviously know each other well and get stuck into each other. Can you describe that rivalry and what it might become over the next few years?
Yeah, mate, that was exactly what we expected them to come. We know a lot of those guys and played through the grades and stuff, and at higher levels and that. But for that 80 minutes, that was very physical. That was State of Origin sort of that was a tough 80 minutes. It was a bit of a grind, first game back for both teams and figuring things out. But there was no love lost out there. But at the end of the hooter, everyone shook hands and be done with it. So I really appreciate the way they played the game, and I think that was a great showing for rugby, because it was just tough slog, and at the end of the day, we go back to smiling at each other.
I think you did well to sort of rein it in a bit, it looked like you might almost get a bit carried away with that sort of sideshow rather than just win. You managed to sort of do that when you needed to.
Yeah, that's what we sort of spoke about at half time, not getting too carried away with the emotion, and that was sort of coming into the game as well. It's a heated game and one you really want to get up for, but sometimes, and probably at some points we did, lose our cool and fall into playing the man instead of the game. We had to tighten that up a bit, and that probably showed that first 10-15 minutes of that second half we lost the momentum, and it took I think a 50-22 or something like that to really swing that momentum back our way, and we brought it back.
Liam, so how'd you like the absolute?
We were just sort of talking on the field, slapping Ella around a bit, but it's one of those things, and you just move on. So we were just talking on the field. What a story! Last 10 minutes of a brutal game. Guys are tired and busted, but what a story if we hold off at 14 men and come to. Our boys were bloody awesome.